Morning students. Today we will study about the poverty alleviation program and the measures to remove. Poverty alleviation program means the programs to alleviate or to remove the poverty from the country. So for poverty alleviation program there are three approaches. These approaches are growth oriented approach, specific poverty alleviation program and meeting the minimum needs to the poor. The first one is growth oriented approach. In the growth oriented approach, it is based on the expectation that the effects of economic growth. And how economic growth can be attained? It is through the rapid increase in GDP and per capita income. In recent days, you might have read about the GDP and it is going on to the negative because the production is not being made. So growth oriented approach is very important because through growth, when the GDP increases, per capita increases, it creates the employment opportunities. It was also felt that rapid industrial development and transformation of agriculture through green revolution in selected regions would benefit the underdeveloped region because green revolution leads to the growth in agricultural sector and industrial sector leads to the production and taking the responsibility of employment. Population growth has also to be it cannot be overlooked. It is also a very important factor because more population means the productive population can automatically becoming lesser. Second approach is specific poverty alleviation program. Means there should be some specific program. So in that there are two types of employment were created. One is self-employment and another is wage employment. Self-employment means the person involves himself or herself into the self-employment or small business. Wage employment means the job opportunities. So under this, several programs are launched by the country. First is REGP, that is Rural Employment Generation Program. By the name itself, it is clear that what is Rural Employment Generation Program. It creates the employment in rural India. Then Prime Minister's Yojgar Yojana. Prime Minister Rojgar Yojana, what it suggests? It is for the urban area to create the self-employment among the educated youth. Next is Swarna Jayanti Shahri Rozgar Yojana. It is the wage employment. Sometimes it is self-employment also because for the educated unemployed, they are being given the loan by the bank and some wages and jobs are to be created by the government of India. The next is Swarna Jayanti Gram Swarozgar Yojana. Gram Swarozgar means to create the employment, to create the small businesses in the rural India. Then Sampurna Gramin Rozgar Yojana, it is a wage employment. It provides the job opportunities to the villagers, especially those who are highly food insecure. Then Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act, it was launched in 2005. It is also known as Manrega. So this is basically for the National Food for Work program and it provides the job for 150 days. Now it is 150 days. Earlier it was 100 days and provides the minimum wage by the government so that they can. Now we will study about the critical appraisal of poverty alleviation program. Critical appraisal means there are some positivities, there are some negativities in PAP. So what are the achievements? The achievements are the program brought down the percentage of person living below poverty line from 32% to 28%. Then wage rates were increased. If we look on to the other factors, so there are some shortcomings also for PAP, that is the unequal distribution of assets. Some have given more benefits, but those who are really needed could not get the proper benefit. Then as usual, with the growing population and limited resources, inadequacy of resources become the major hurdle for PAP. Then limitations in implementations of program. Although several programs were implemented, but all the programs could not achieve to the maximum success. Then lack of active participation of poor people. Many poor people are not known about these facilities and sometimes they are reluctant to add into these measures. So these are the shortcomings of PAP and critical appraisal. Thank you.